Podcast in the history of podcasts.
You are watching Wrestling with Savage! But of course.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, project you live as a champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. SmackDown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
I'm trying to give these two WWE legends. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Wrestling with Savage. We're on episode, I believe it's fucking 82. We're here with Jay. We're here with Gilch. Gilch has the half thumb up. I don't know what's going on. Gilch, I'm going to go straight to you because tonight was your night, man. It was Super Kick Party night. We knew we were going to get the Young Bucks. Let's not talk about who was their partner yet. But just in general, did you have a good time tonight at the Super Kick Party?
I had a fucking ball, bro.
You were loving AEW Dynamite tonight. How about you, Jay? Did you have a good time watching wrestling on Wednesday night?
No.
Jay, the Grinch of professional wrestling is here. Later on, he's going to take you to the J Zone. But for right now, let's take you to AEW Dynamite, which was coming to you from where, Gilch?
From North Carolina.
Live, Dynamite opens up with a video package of the House of Dragons and AEW wrestlers walking alongside each other, the trailer, and then wrestlers. They're really hyping up this show. I gotta wonder, how much did HBO pay AEW to play this fucking package? Or is maybe Tony Khan and his father friends with the people that probably own fucking HBO for all we fucking know? But Dynamite's going to start off a little different tonight. They told us earlier in the day that we would hear from AEW World Champion CM Punk, which I was like, okay, I kind of figured, I saw that coming. But I didn't think it was going to start off the show. CM Punk comes out. He says he's trying his hardest. He's really trying his hardest. Comes out with a red tank top. It looks like he lost a little weight from the last time we saw him. He looks like he's actually working out, trying to get into shape, trying to act like the world champion. He says he's trying real tough to put his tough guy face on, but the fans made him smile. Says he don't have a pretty smile, but he has the prettiest build. Not so important things we need to discuss, though. Where are we tonight? Someone's from around here, and I want to challenge them for a rematch, which I didn't see this coming. This came out of left field. For all you beautiful people, I want to put on a rematch for you people. And then he says the name that I didn't expect to hear him say, and I want to know what Jay and Gilch both think about the fact that he even went to this guy first, calling out Hangman Adam Page, saying, you want a rematch right here, right now, let's go. Said it with conviction. Fans even started chanting Cowboy Shed a few times. Jay, I'll go to you first. Were you surprised to even hear him bring up his name?
First reaction, I said heel turn. That's my first reaction throughout all what he just said. Everything he did there, everything he mentioned about that Hangman Adam shit in the Dork Order. Heel turn. Now, we all know Paige is not there, so come on. We all knew this since a week ago. Let's not be fooled over here. Obviously, heel turn. That's what I think.
Okay. How about you, Gilch? Were you a little surprised to hear all this?
I guess. I don't know, Jay. I don't think so. Because I feel like he was leading. He's been acting the same way he was kind of leading up to the Hangman match, maybe like a heel-ish kind of thing. I don't think we'll see an all-out heel turn. And I think mainly we won't for one reason, because the ultimate absolute super heel is going to come out of hiding and end up taking that title off of him. So he needs to be a face when that happens, so that Mr. Friedman can, come have fun.
Punk goes on to sit in the middle of the ring, making sure that the mic was working. Now the crowd starts booing. That's not cowboy shit, he says. That's coward shit, because, of course, Hangman doesn't come out. Like Gilch said, he's probably not even there. Jay says he's not even there. The apology, he says, better be bigger and louder than the disrespect. Everyone wants to be champion until they have to do champion shit. John Moxley may be number one in your heart, but he's not number one in this ring. I am. I'm the AEW champion. I know what it takes to be the best. I know what it takes to just have that best in the world mentality. I know what it's like to lose. And ladies and gentlemen, I have lost big for sure. Moxley's always number 2, though. I have his number. I am that guy. Jon Moxley is the 3rd best guy in his own group. And that seems to be a recurring theme in his career. It does not make him a bad guy, but it does not make him the best. I am the best. I am number 1. Between me and him, the only person who broke bones in the last 6 months is me. Sure, I broke my own bone, but nonetheless, it was me breaking bones. Tell me when I'm telling lies, he says. Mox is the interim champion. Look it up. It means temporary. Mox is not willing to test himself against his friends. These people are not the best at anything. His best friend is the 2nd best Kingston I've been in the locker room with. Punk went kind of personal on a lot of these shots. Then he goes on to say that I've missed you. He's looking forward to testing Moxley at All Out in Chicago. Jon Moxley is not the first John I'm going to beat in Chicago for a championship title. He's certainly not number 1 in that category either. Mox, his music then hits. He comes to the ring. They get in the middle of the ring. Things are fucking getting heated. Honestly, I was a little I didn't know what to think. Mox says, look out everyone, Punk is dropping pipe bombs yet again, doing what he does best, writing checks his mouth and his body can't cash. You live in a fantasy land, you think you're the best wrestler in the world, but most of the times you're not even the best wrestler in catering. That mic and all the words you spit in it don't mean shit. That belt on your shoulder don't mean shit, and to be fair, this belt on my shoulder don't mean shit until I beat you. He says, I am the heart and soul of this company. Punk says, you can be the heart and soul of this company. I'll be the dollar and cents. We both know you came to AEW because you ran out of money, says Moxley. Being the best is about fighting spirit, and we both know you ran out of fighting spirit a long time ago, Moxley says. You want to prove me wrong, do something about it. I don't think you ain't going to do shit. Punk says, we have a match coming up. If I touch you now, I think you're just going to bleed all over me, which was another shot at Moxley because all he does is fucking bleed. Now both men exchanging shots in the middle of the ring and officials coming in now to break this shit up. Mox grabs a chair, throws it in the ring. Punk grabs it, places it, sits down as Mox... He's just going all over the place trying to get back in the ring. He's doing little hop steps off the barricade. They were really trying hard to hype this up. Gilch, what did you think of all this? Were you hyped and excited for this match?
No, not in the slightest. I was a little excited when I thought for a minute we might get it right there because Toni was talking up this Dynamite all week. This is the greatest Dynamite ever, yada yada. So I was thinking, oh, maybe they're going to surprise world title match. But no. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't really have a ton of excitement for this match in general. It's going to be slow. It's going to be prodding. There's going to be a lot of blood, and I just don't think it's going to be a very exciting match. I mean, we've seen Punk get winded early in all these matches. He's coming back from an injury. Moxley's not the prettiest wrestler, the way he's blood every night. So I don't really have a lot of expectations for this match.
What did you think of the promo work tonight, though?
It was good. It was solid. Two guys doing what they do best. It was good. The promo, I'd give a promo like a 3.5 for both of them combined. I liked it. But you know what? Let's just get the belt back on Punk and let's stop moving storylines around. Let's just stop moving because like I said, the belt sitting on Moxley for this long is just lazy.
Yeah. Okay. Jay, what'd you see? What'd you think of the promo? Are you excited about the match? Tell us. Take us to the J Zone.
I'm never excited about a Jon Moxley match. I don't give a shit if he's the interim or the real, whatever you want to call him. I'm not interested. But that being said, the promo was good, wasn't great, heard better. I like some lines. I like the part where he said, not the first time he's gonna beat John and how he's the 3rd man in the group. That kind of made me think holy crap, that's a good one right there. So there was some creative punchlines, which I liked. Even Moxley had a punchline. Moxley was basically saying, you just came here for the money. So I kind of liked that too, because I thought it kind of got it. It was kind of it felt like a shoot promo, but not really. And, I just hate how it all has to end when everybody has to come out and everybody has to stop it. And this is the thing that I really hate about it. I hate the fact that CM Punk is not 100%. And you got him in these scenarios when he doesn't need to be. I thought the promo was just good by itself. Leave it like that. Walk away. Call it a day. We have Dynamite next week. Unfortunately, he wants to do all this extra stuff to try to sell tickets. I wasn't buying it. Maybe all those people were in Charleston, North Carolina, but I certainly wasn't buying it. I'm going to just give it a 3. Nothing really glamorous to talk about, but like I said, there has to be a heel here. With Moxley being that wild thing, baby face, I just see Punk as the heel in all this. That's all. Doesn't mean that if someone comes a bigger heel, doesn't mean it's going to demote him. Obviously, the turn will just happen instinct just because CM Punk is a name. So I give it a 3.
Yeah, I give it a 3.5 too. I thought it had some good one-liners. Punk did his job. He did what he does best. And the fact of the matter is these guys are both good friends. They know each other. They probably talked before all this. They said, hey, let's get real personal. Let's take what people already know about us and just put it out there in the promo. I don't care what you say. Let's just go out there and try to put butts in seats and get people excited about this fucking match. Which is why it was a shoot, but at the same time, I felt like it was a planned shoot kind of segment that they definitely went over. And I also think this speaks volumes about the storytelling because we're going to skip ahead to one part of the night tonight where they announced that this match is now going to be next week. The CM Punk, Jon Moxley match is now going to be next week on Dynamite. It's no longer going to be...
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Now, when you watching this, will you buy a seat to watch this match?
If it was in my local town, yeah, I probably would because I love AEW. But that's
So you like.
I wouldn't buy it because of that match. I would buy it because it was AEW.
No, I'm just saying the promo. This promo. Will you
3.5.
just buy it just based on this?
Probably not. No, not just on this. But the fact of the matter
explains why it's next week, then, right?
No. I will explain why next week, and it goes to what Gilch said. He said we got to get things going, we got to get things moving, get the storyline rolling. So what does that mean? There's not enough excitement. Let me finish. There's not enough excitement between the Jon Moxley and the CM Punk match to secure enough pay-per-view buys for Tony Khan to be happy with. So what do? We bring back someone tonight where we'll talk about later, and then next week we're probably going to bring back somebody else after Punk does the job, he gets his win. Who's going to come out? There's only one guy that we want to see left on TV. It's MJF, man. Let me just say this. I think the match got moved up because they inked the deal with MJF, like maybe in the last 48 hours, and they want him in the main event of All Out. What's the problem?
I'm going to say you're rushing too much, but what I'm going to say is just basically that this is all happening way too fast, A. B, he's not 100%. And now this is the big C.
Who, Kenny or Punk?
In WWE, we've seen this. Roman Reigns was defending the belt. We all forgot on SmackDown. There had to be a clear, decisive winner. If they're promoting this next week, there better be no bullshit. There better be a clear, decisive winner because now you're promoting it and you're putting everything on it. So if I see that bullshit next week, I'm not going to even be.
No, I think you're going to see. I think you're going to see bullshit, but not till after the match.
It could do some silly shit like that.
After the match.
Can you imagine the match ends in a time limit draw again?
No. Stop. Listen, guys. No. There's no way they moved up this fucking pay-per-view match that they were already advertising as a pay-per-view unless they got real bad signs about what the buys were going to be for this, so they got to do something drastic. They bring someone back tonight, which I tried to leave nameless, but Gilch already dropped it. So yes, Kenny Omega did come back tonight. But at the same time,
they're promoting it.
Dude, they have to. People are not going to be excited about a Jon Moxley Punk match. They have to change it.
I will not be a fan if it does that time limit or anything. I will not be a fan.
No, that's not going to happen. This is going to be a 30. Listen,
I was just going to say real quick. The first time limit was
60,
Danielson.
We were there,
right?
Kenny Omega and Bryan Danielson. Yeah.
We were there front row.
I honestly didn't mind that ending.
But that wasn't a title match.
Like once, and that's it. Oh, title.
There was no winner.
There was no winner. And it's okay. That match is still yet to come. That's going to be next year, probably.
I just think both of those guys.
That's different.
No, I think we're going to see a 30-minute, very slow-paced match to favor Punk, okay, and to just get him through this 30 minutes. Because, like you said, he's probably rushing back. He probably has no business in the ring right now. But I think this is a combination of Punk being scared of losing his momentum. Because right now he had a lot of momentum, he had the title, and he was getting set up to make a lot of money. And like Moxley said, that's the reason why he came back to AEW, because he was running out of money.
Have you noticed that everyone was basically holding Punk but not using his knees or bringing him down whatsoever, man? He can't.
All very lazy.
Move.
Yeah, I agree.
He can't move.
I don't know. You talk about his momentum, and in my eyes, his momentum's gone. But I tell you what, not really with the crowd. I'm
not saying he has momentum now. He had momentum. Like when he won the title, he had momentum, and I think he's just afraid of losing that. So that's why he's rushing. He's rushing his comeback. He's rushing his comeback. But anyway, that's what Tony Khan does.
I just want to get the title on a real wrestler already. That's what I want. That can go out there and put on a 60-minute fucking banger against the best in the world.
That's why MJF's too fast right now.
You might.
Guys, I think you're gonna see MJF become the champion at All Out. Is what I'm fucking telling you. That's what I think is gonna happen right now.
I put it on the next
No, fuck that. They need ratings now. WWE's about to fucking kill them. They need a power move now.
We just seen it last night.
NXT was better than AEW last night. There was better matches on last night.
Don't even get me started with that.
But listen, so was Raw. Anyway, let's get into the next segment. We got all night to talk about Punk and Mox, and honestly, we see more of them later on, and I don't even want to get into that because I thought that was just unfucking necessary. The disrespect shown to Tony Nese, who should have had a match on TV tonight, whatever. And we get an interview with Will Hobbs. We saw the footage. I thought you were Stark's friend. Tony Schiavone says. Hobbs says, I don't need real friends. Ricky, you proved the whole world. You proved to everyone that you're okay with losing. I'm not okay with losing. For 2 years, you walked around here thinking you were like the shit, special gift from God, hiding behind me. I was hired to do one thing and make sure you stay champion. And Ricky, I just don't break necks. I break backs. And I got something for QT and his friends, too. Were you impressed with this promo? Honestly, I thought this was real weak. I didn't like it. I thought he could have did better. I didn't believe it. It was more like a 1.5 for me. Jay, I'll go to you first. I didn't like this promo. I didn't think it fit him.
It was written.
Okay, I agree with that.
You could tell just by the way he was delivering. There was no facials, no nothing. It was just pure trying to memorize this whole paragraph that I was supposed to say. And I didn't buy it at all. I thought it made him look weak. I give this a 0.
Gilch, what say you?
I liked it.
Really?
I didn't think it was great. All right, so let me say this. When I say I liked it,
I think you like Hobbs, and it's hard for you to not like this.
I think you're right.
This is bad.
And a guy who has like that whole big man, package. I look at it from that. And as far as like a big man goes, to me, he's pretty good on the mic. I didn't think this was his best work by a long shot.
No, I've seen better from him for sure. For sure.
Yeah, but I think you're probably right. It's probably my Hobbs course.
But I think he's better served just wrestling and kicking ass. They have so many different mouthpieces they could throw on this guy where he doesn't need to say a fucking word and just be a wrecking ball. But whatever. We're going to move on.
But it was Stokely.
Yeah, exactly. You got Stokely. You got Mark Sterling. There's a bunch of people you could throw him with.
Stokely will be really
Matt Hardy likes being people's fucking managers, right? He's not doing anything.
He's alive.
Who would have been a good manager for him if he didn't just come back for the guy tonight, Don Callis.
Oh yeah, that's a great one. Actually, I like that because I like Don Callis. I'm a big fan of his work in AEW. I didn't really like him in Impact or his other shit that he did, but in AEW he's been perfecto as Kenny's guy.
It don't matter the city. He's perpetual fucking heat. It's awesome.
Yeah. He's incredible on commentary. His relationship with Jim Ross and their ability and their history that they have together of genuine disdain when they were competing against each other. They used to not like each other. You know what I mean? They were on opposite sides of the spectrum. JR was the king, and this guy was just trying to hop on for any kind of payday. But nonetheless, Jericho now joins commentary, gets the big fucking entrance, comes to the table, because we're about to get a match that, again, I didn't think we were going to see this match yet. We're going to get Bryan Danielson versus Daniel Garcia in the best 2 out of 3 falls, and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, if anybody even fucking cares, was the official timekeeper, or the special timekeeper. Oh,
he was drunk.
What'd you guys think of? First of all, I love Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, and I don't even give him enough credit. Truth be told, he's probably one of the 20 or 10 greatest wrestlers of all time. Somebody could even argue to me that there's somebody out there that is saying right now that that's the greatest wrestler of all time. He has fans like that, and he has been a world champion, not a WWF world champion, but he beat Ric Flair. He beat the GOAT in his prime. Have you seen these matches? Gilch, I'll go to you first. Have you seen a classic Ricky the Dragon Steamboat match against Ric Flair in, like, let's say 1988 WCW?
I did not.
You never have?
No, at 70 years old, I was a little afraid he was going to have a fucking heart attack when he hit the kid.
Well, listen, forget about that. You should go back and watch their matches from the 80s, man, because that's what wrestling is all about. That's what wrestling is all about. Those guys used to put on fucking 60-minute clinics 200 days a year. Jay, what did you think of Ricky's presence? Did you care?
He looked drunk.
He looked drunk? Well, why not?
He looked drunk.
You'd be drunk too.
With that bell, he was the timekeeper of what? He was just holding the damn hammer in his hand and waving at the camera.
Well, he definitely let us know that. He definitely let us know that. But let's get into the match. I actually have a ton of notes about this match. I don't even know if I want to read all this because there wasn't a lot of action. But to me, because I saw this match already, I have a lot of notes. It was a good match. It was a deep match. Garcia got the first fall, basically knocking out Bryan Danielson. Then Bryan Danielson got the second fall with like a roll up, and then Bryan Danielson, of course, got the third fall, which we all predicted. We all knew he was going to win this fucking match. I'm not going to get into the 7 paragraphs of notes I have because it will take me about 3 minutes to read this. Instead, I'm going to go to Gilch first. What did you think of this match?
I didn't like it. Listen, if you're a fan of like technical wrestling, and you want to see two guys back and forth prodding, slow reversals, this was your match. It just wasn't for me, and it's kind of what I expected with these two guys. I do like the ending. I think they're kind of angling at maybe a Garcia joined the Blackpool Combat Club, which I think is a great fucking fit, honestly. But overall, the match was a little slow for me. Like I was kind of like fading mentally, like halfway through, honestly.
Okay, I can see that. Jay, what did you see? Did you grade it?
Yeah, I have a love-and-hate relationship with this match. First of all, I hated the fact that it just came up like around 8:30 or 8:20. Super hate that. This should have been the main event.
Or kick off the show.
Or kick off the show, but this should have been the main event. There was some nice things, but I'm going to get to the part in the second match. Basically, Garcia hits the DDT on the concrete. It just felt like the first match that we saw last time when Garcia. He just kept doing repetitive moves and basically working on the head of Bryan Danielson, doing that spot. I just felt like it was too repetitive. I felt like I've seen this already. There was nothing kind of unique besides that unique Dragon Sleeper that he got the first, Garcia got the first win.
I like the name of the Dragon Tamer. That does sound cool.
That was nice. But the third match, it ended the way it should have with Bryan getting the win.
Yep.
And, I like the whole intensity with Garcia. He looked like he could be a player, but, I said that about Wheeler Yuta, and now he's Wheeler useless. So, I don't know. We'll see where this goes, but I'll give it a 2.5, even though a lot of picture kind of ruined this match too.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'll go 2.5 because there is some parts that Garcia shined, and I thought he did, and I thought the way Jericho and him interacted was pretty cool. So
yeah, I agree with you. I actually gave it more than a 2.5. I actually gave it a 3.5 because like you said, there was a lot of good technical spots. Garcia even had some innovative suplexes from submissions and the way he would roll through into different holds, and it was an impressive wrestling match. But the problem with me that I have is the term technical wrestler used to be something that wrestlers would earn over years of incredible matches and in-ring work. Now we're just trying to hand out that label to the likes of Claudio or the likes of Daniel Garcia. Like, yeah, Claudio or, Cesaro, right? Whatever you want to call him when he had his matches in WWE. His matches were never really too technical. My man would do fucking 26 uppercuts per match, and his biggest spot was swinging people around the ring. So how that makes him the most proficient technical wrestler in the world that Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson promised us that night when he was going to have a replacement? You know what I mean? Like, I don't like that label just being attached to dudes. Now, I'll give Daniel Garcia a lot of credit. He actually is a great technical wrestler. But I feel like these matches are repetitive. and they force feed so many of the technical spots. It's like they're force feeding the technical side of the wrestling instead of doing it organically. And the blood, yeah. Why does he need to fucking bleed? They all need to bleed now? Every single time they get in the ring?
Every member of Blackpool needs to bleed.
The best part of this match is when the Wizard, Chris Jericho, came out and fucking attacked Daniel Bryan Danielson in the back because he went to shake Daniel Garcia's hand like a man, and Daniel Garcia was still selling that he was like dazed and knocked out. He almost went to shake his hand, but Chris Jericho made sure that did not happen. Then we see Garcia take Jericho and pull him off of Bryan Danielson, and then this sets up a whole nother fucking storyline because now maybe he's going to turn on them. And like you said, he looks like a good fit for the Blackpool Combat Club, I guess. I don't know how long I want that to last because I want to see Bryan Danielson have a singles run.
And that's what I hate about this. You got all these stars coming back and you put them in silly shit.
Yeah, I want to see Bryan Danielson have a singles run. If anything, I would have put the belt on him before Punk even. You know what I mean? Let Punk really fucking earn it, man.
Stop putting these guys in silly shit. That's it.
Or you know what? Put him in incredible matches. Bryan Danielson shouldn't be getting involved in these silly storylines. He should come out once every 2-3 weeks and put on a 30-40 minute banger with another talented superstar, beating them but making them look good, and then moving on. And do that for like 2 years. And then he can win the title or whatever. The point is, he's capable of 5-star matches, right? We all agree on that? Or does anybody contest that? I think
I would say, yeah. You know,
he's capable, man. So like the fact that you got him doing clown shit, whatever. We get more action, like I said. Daniel Garcia now. I don't know what's gonna happen with all that. We're gonna have to wait. The fans were actually chanting, "You're a wrestler. You're a wrestler." I thought this was a nice touch. Nice. Jericho was pointing at Garcia, basically telling him, "You better watch out. You better make the right choice." Jericho doing his job. At the end of the day, Jericho's the guy that built this guy. Let's be honest, right? And then Bryan Danielson just put the finishing touches on him. Now Daniel Garcia's ready to go out into the wrestling world and become a superstar. Do we agree on that?
No, I disagree.
Okay, how about you, Gilt? You think he's ready to be a superstar?
Yes.
Okay, I agree. I think Daniel Garcia's ready. He's young. He's got the look. He can cut a promo. Great in-ring work. Takes bumps, sells. What do you think, Jay? What's holding him back?
I got Dante Martin could do the same thing, and where is he now?
I don't think Dante can cut the same promo that Garcia can.
Same to me. Where's Rita Eula?
Useless? Who cares about useless? Who cares?
Doesn't know what
Exactly.
Yeah,
we should care. But where is he?
Nah, we don't care. You know what else we don't care about?
He's a pure champion.
I guarantee none of you cared about this next interview between Swervar Glory and Private Party, or who are going to have a match coming up on Rampage, because I guess that's where the AEW Tag Team Champions have landed themselves now, on the permanent card on Rampage. Private Party says, you know, you're always talking shit about us, but we've been ranked number 5. Swerve says, you've been here for how long now, and you've never come close to winning these titles. You know, you need to respect your elders. Keith Lee says, after we swerve in our glory, you can walk down the ladder, I think, right? Is that what he said? It made no fucking sense. And then he goes to hand him a piece of gum, basically saying his breath stinks. 0 star. 0 star for this promo. 0 star for this feud. 0. Any of you want to fucking chime in? What'd you think of this garbage?
I think this is what AEW is, garbage, and this is a pure example right here.
Damn,
I mean, let's face it, these are the AEW World Tag Team Champions, and they're trying to sell us some tickets to go to the next show, and I'm not interested. And you know what? I'm not interested in watching it either on Rampage for free, right there on TV. I'm not.
Okay. Gil, how about you? With Private Party and Swerve in our glory, do you even give a shit remotely?
I got 2 words. Fast forward.
Okay, awesome. I love it. Now we get an interview with Angelo Parker, right? And Jericho Appreciation Society. We see some nonsense going on. The JAS interview, which this I could have lived without this too. Tony says there's some dissension in the JAS. Jericho says I'm gonna give you a pass tonight, Daniel, but next week on Dynamite, I want to talk to you live. I need to know whose side you were on. You better make the right choice. Steamboat says, I've seen Garcia. He's a young kid coming in on his own, and he don't need you. You're the same guy from 15 years ago, same hair. If anyone should mentor Garcia, it should be Danielson. It would be a better choice. Jericho says, typical goody two-shoe Steamboat. I've not liked you for 15 years. And then Angelo lays hands on Steamboat, and then Steamboat, of course, gets his chop and chops Parker down. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Are we grading this or fast-forwarding this? What are we doing? I like that fast-forward. We should say that more.
I'm gonna say because this is the part where Steamboat.
Great time saver, Gilch. Fast-forward. I like it.
Steamboat was looking at someone, and the camera guy was. And Steamboat didn't know what to do, and he froze. And he just went.
I missed that. I might have to watch that again.
You're gonna have to pull up a soundboard, Savage, and we got to get like a sound of fast forwarding and like add it to the soundboard to just what do you think it is? Whoop, and that's it.
Yeah. Oh man, I might have to actually watch that again just to see that. We're gonna get a match now though with the Gun Club. Okay, I'm ready for it. I love the Gun Club. I love the everything about the Gun Club. I think they're coming together as a tag team. Tonight was an incredible night. Tonight was an incredible night for the Gun Club.
Can I not interrupt you? Our viewer Brent says, Lee and Swerve are mad Triple H is in power. Now they're dealing with awful Tony scripts.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. How many guys are mad?
And those are definitely two of like the top guys to be mad.
Go back to the road. Tell him he needs to go back.
Somebody told me that Leo Rush is coming back to WWE though.
Why?
Because Triple H likes him. Actually,
I don't.
He wouldn't have had the run on NXT he had if he wasn't friends with Triple H. Is all I'm saying. He had a run. He was making money.
Yeah,
and then they had him as a manager for Bobby Lashley. All right, who cares about Leo Rush? I'm not wasting one more fucking second of AEW airtime on Leo Rush. I blame this on fucking Gilch for giving a fuck about what these people say in the chat. These people are like the same people from North Carolina, man. They're here to listen to us tell them what happened, and that's what we're going to do right now. Varsity Blondes versus the Gun Club. Gun Club start off hard and heavy with big clotheslines, and then, of course, we see the Colt 45 DDT, and this match is fucking over. The Gun Club are your winners, maybe the fastest tag team win in the history of AEW, brought to you none other than the genetic DNA of Billy Gunn himself, man. The one, Billy Gunn. His ball sack sperm brought to life 20 years later. Here they are in the ring. They're ready to go. They're ready to fucking rock. But of course, what do we see? We see the Gun Club turn on their daddy. The Gun Club turn on their daddy. They beat the shit out of Billy Gunn. They're sick of his shit. He told them he was proud of them. This is what he's been telling them to do for the last few weeks. They don't give a fuck. The second they get a chance to turn around, they hit their own father. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I can't believe the audacity of the Gun Club. But who comes out? Who comes out? The future AEW Tag Team Champions. None other than the acclaimed Anthony Bowens and Max Caster come out to save the day. We see the scissor triangle. I guess Billy Gunn is going to be Bowen's father again. And he told him, Daddy, scissor me. He even said, Daddy, scissor me, Daddy. So, Gilch, I'll go to you first because I know you love all this. I know you were loving all of it.
At first when I saw the match, I was like, "What the fuck you putting these guys in the match first? The Varsity Blondes, so this is nonsense." So I'm glad it was a squash. I was like, all right, fine. At least they're not like on the level of the Varsity Blondes because we both like them. We just don't know where they are. They're definitely not like a title picture. Maybe eventually, they need some more work. I enjoyed it. It was pretty funny. Them attacking their father kind of felt like a little unrealistic. It was all right. It wasn't bad. I enjoyed it. Jay's about to kill somebody.
Would you rate any of this? The match and just the segment in general, the match and the segment. Would you rate any of it?
So I think you can't really rate the squash match without just rating like the whole thing overall. I would give it like 2. 2, okay. And Jay, I know you're giving it a 0, right? You hate all this. You think it's a joke. At least Danhausen wasn't on TV.
The audacity for you to say you like the Gun Club and they're just basically getting buried right in front of your eyes.
Last time I checked, they got the fastest win in the history of AEW tag teams, baby.
Varsity Blondes.
They just shit on the Blondes.
Club are getting buried at the same time, folks. We're just seeing it live right now. And Varsity Blondes, how dare they get buried like this? This is horrible for both teams. Did anybody not see this whole segment with their own eyes? Because I saw Colton did not even hit his father. He missed
Yes.
by this much.
100%. Yes.
Much.
Yes.
Not
Yes.
this
Oh,
much.
I saw
Not
it.
This much.
I saw it. I actually have it in my notes, but everything I just did right now was freelance. I decided I don't need to read the notes about what I saw because I remembered it. I liked it, but
And the crowd is going crazy? No.
yeah, of course, because they're fucking. They love the Acclaimed.
Now take your favorite team Acclaim away. But really, you just buried two teams right here. What the fuck, man? These are your homebred that you got to make them, grow up. And you just buried both of them. So I don't like it.
I think, like, the funny thing with Pillman is, our same viewer, Brent, said the same thing. I'd make Pillman singles the way he looks, but the kid's just not that good. That's the problem. If you could repackage this kid,
You got to put him out there.
Put him out there.
Let him work.
Get him out of this fucking tag team. Get him out there. Get him some work. Even if it's on dark every fucking week. Keep working. The kid looks amazing. The kid looks amazing. He's not... He can speak. It's not that he can't speak. I'm not saying he can cut a good promo. He can speak. He sounds okay when he speaks in the mic once in a while. Repackage the kid with the loose cannon gimmick. I think that, but I don't know. No one seems to.
I sent him WWE. I'd get him out of there. Put him in NXT 2.0. Why not?
Well, I think, listen, someone's going to need to beat the Acclaimed in a few years when they're the tag team champions, and it's going to be the Gun Club when they've developed more after 2 or 3 more years of working hard. Because we know the Acclaimed, unfortunately, they might become champions soon, but they might not. I don't know what Tony Khan's fucking thinking. This might be a slow build. I want them to be champions soon, but unfortunately, we have other teams, and FTR is going to probably want the titles. Bucks are going to want the titles. But we'll get into all that. We'll get into all that. But real quick, I want to go into a segment that happened before all this that I kind of skipped because I thought it was kind of stupid. Tony Nese is on his way to the ring with Mark Sterling. We see Jon Moxley out of nowhere, comes out, takes them both out, comes back to the ring, grabs a mic, says, CM Punk, I've been waiting too damn long. I'm sick of waiting. Let's do this right now. Let's get this shit over with. Here comes CM Punk, and officials are holding him back again. They decide to hype this up one more time. In my opinion, this was a waste of time. And seriously, Punk slapping his own face is not going to make me watch this more than I already do. It's just not. So, you guys have anything to say on any of this? Just fast forward.
Once again, we're putting a
Jay.
guy that's not 100%.
Jay doesn't have the fast forward button, Gilch. He just
Why?
can't do it.
Why you got to put him in this mix? What's the point? He's
Right.
injured, for God's sakes. He's not 100%. Stop.
I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of any of this. I'm really not. I thought this was so disrespectful to Tony Nese. Like, let that kid shine. Like, what the fuck?
No.
I thought we were about to get a
either.
6 singles match. I was like, all right, cool. Tony Nese. They didn't announce this. All right. But, of course, Jon Moxley has to come out and be a piece of shit. Big fucking deal. This is what you missed when I wasn't changing the thing. Scissor me daddy. All these beautiful pictures. I love this picture of the triple scissor. My favorite picture of the night, besides one other, which we'll get into momentarily. Next, we're going to get a video package promo from Jay Lethal. Singh thought they're calling out Wardlow at All Out. This is going to be apparently be a trios match now between them and FTR. And Jay says, I don't respect a damn thing FTR has done. Jay, are you going to fast forward this, or are we going to talk about it?
I mean, good promo. I just don't like the match.
Agreed. Gilch, what do you think?
Same.
Yeah, nah, same shit. I love Jay Lethal, but I think he needs to get away from all this bullshit. Ah, man. What are you going to do? Now we get another promo, but this time it's from Death Triangle and Pac and Ray Penta. Am I wrong? Weren't they supposed to have a match tonight? Did they change it to next week?
They changed it.
I could have swore to God that this match was supposed to happen tonight.
Yeah, it was.
So what the
Two
fuck,
trios.
man? Yeah. Bro, I was so hyped for this match. And then when I saw this promo, I was like, fuck, man. We're not even going to get this match tonight because of CM Punk and Moxley's bullshit.
First of all, it's an honor to watch AEW Dynamite and have the premier AEW Dark top star Impact. So it is truly an honor to hear him speak.
Hey, have more respect for
today.
Have more respect for King Neville.
I am. He's a dark top main event.
He says we are unstoppable unit built for this tournament, and if you have not heard by now how dangerous we are, then you must have had your head in a box. We will see you in Cleveland. Hope you're ready. Good promo, whatever. I guess we'll see the match on Wednesday in Cleveland along some other matches. Next, we're going to get...
Like he was
Go ahead.
I feel like he was just talking to just Willow Spray and not the whole team.
Probably, yeah. Probably. But now we're going to get a promo from none other than the guy who came out wearing a shirt last week talking about how Christian Cage was a pussy and he got in trouble. They told him to never wear a shirt like that on TV ever again. But he says, I've tried to hit Cage with my hands, with my feet, with my car, but Cage has done nothing. He's done nothing back to me. Personally, I would not take that, but that's just me. I see Christian, I can keep chasing you until I get my hands on you, and I will. Or you can man up and face me at all out. Unless you are a pussy, which they bleeped out. Christian comes out, says, I'm proud of you. Look at you. Here on your own, talking on your own. You're confident. I'm proud of you, he says. Christian says, no, I don't want to fight you. I want to fix this. Can I get in the ring? I'm going to get in the ring. I'm going to get in the ring. Gets in the ring. Says, I want to go on another run, but this time I'm going to take you to the promised land at the end of the day, and then the fans start chanting bullshit. At the end of the day, listen, they never accomplished anything in their lives. We're here talking about championship stuff. At the end of the day, we're family, Jungle Boy, and I love you. You are like a son to me. Come back home. Jungle Boy finally attacks Cage, but now Christian takes control by rolling to the outside, baits Jungle Boy with a low blow, now slams him into the steel guardrail. Cage tells Jungle Boy, I hate your guts, you piece of crap. Bipolar? Maybe? No? Now Jungle Boy slams Cage's face off the steel steps, telling him, you will never my family. Showing no mercy, slamming his head off the steel steps. Looked pretty good. Officials come in, break it up as usual. We go to break. After Jungle Boy is just slamming Christian's head against the stairs. A couple of more shots before we went to break. Gilch, I'll go to you first. Would you rate this? Did you like Jungle Boy's promo? Do you think Cage made it better? Or should it have been a standalone promo?
I feel like a lot of the same that we've seen from these two.
Yeah.
For the last couple of weeks. I'm
a
little.
with that.
I don't know about you guys. I'm over it.
That was quick.
Yeah, if this went away tomorrow, I'd be okay. That's it. I didn't really have much to say about it.
And then Jay?
Yeah, I thought Jungle Boy lost me as a fan. I thought it was his time to shine tonight. And he let me down because they were giving him what chance and he wasn't controlling the crowd. I felt like he couldn't handle the pressure. And he had to really just wait till everybody I don't know. I just didn't think he was going in any right direction. I think Cage tried to save it, which he did with some lines that these people can't formulate a sentence and etc. But I think Cage tried to do his best. And for this whole thing, I mean, I want to separate it. So I'm going to give Jungle Boy a 0 because I thought it was just bad the way he was just cutting this whole promo. I wasn't buying into it. I'm not buying into this match. And I'll give Christian Cage a 2 because it is repetitive, but try to make a save. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough.
The promo itself was a 2. Slamming Christian's head into the steels was a 3. And then Christian made this whole thing even watchable. His selling of the stair bump and then just him coming out saying what he said, acting bipolar. He's the only thing that makes this whole thing watchable because Jungle Boy is unbearable on the microphone. He needs to go back to what worked best for him, which was being next to Luchasaurus and rocking with Jurassic Express. They were rocking and rolling. They were making money. They were winning titles, putting on banger matches. He's another one who needs to just get back to wrestling. Because the microphone and the leather jacket and trying to be like Luke Perry from 90210, it ain't happening, brother. It just not.
You see, like, the thing with me is, like, everything you say is just being rushed. Like, it was working when Cage was running away and they weren't hitting each other. I was more interested in that. Now that he put his hands on him, it loses value. And it just lost value for me. And the way he was cutting that segment and answering those questions, I wasn't buying it.
I totally agree with you, Jay. For once, I totally fucking agree with you. FTR and Wardlow. Wardlow not asking for help, but we ain't going to let you punks jump him today. Dax is the best wrestler on the planet. Not you, Jay Lethal. Next week, it's going to be us and you. Top guys out. Real short, sweet. Wardlow said Singh is going to get powerbombed no matter how big he is. Very short promo. Jay, did you even care about this? No, right? Nothing special.
basically match next week. That's all.
I just feel bad that FTR's got to get involved in this clown shit at all. Like, I'd rather see FTR with the Wardlow in the trios, the tournament maybe. That would be cooler. Or at least make this part of the trios thing. Like Jay Lethal and his team. Like, that should have been part of the trios thing. If you're doing this 3-on-3 garbage, why aren't these guys part of that bracket? Make the bracket a little bigger. Or I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't write this shit. I just cover it. Fucking pretty bad, man.
Crowd was pretty good tonight.
Crowd was good, but they had good reason to be, though. I mean, I genuinely smiled tonight without having someone try to make me laugh. I smiled because I was just happy to see a certain somebody, which we'll get into. We get a match now, Toni Storm versus Kylan King. You have Thunder Rosa watching backstage, holding the title. She's watching because I believe her and Toni Storm are going to have a title match at All Out. Thunder Rosa, like I said, just watching. Both ladies lock up. King takes Storm to the mat right away with a roll-up. Toni kicks out, goes for her own inside cradle. Another kick out now, a headlock by Storm. King now with the side headlock takedown. King is pretty tall. Actually looks pretty intimidating. Now the drop toe hold from King to Storm. Storm now with a drop kick to the chin. Fans chanting. King now with a springboard knee to Toni Storm, sending her to the outside. King going for the diving drop kick, and Toni goes for that tornado DDT, but King is able to grab her, hold on to her, ram her into the ring apron, ram her into the steel barricade as we go to break. Back from, we see Toni with non-stop hard forearms to King's face. A very nice fisherman suplex covering a kick out. Now King with a roundhouse kick followed by a kick to the head. Now Toni in the corner gets her boot up. King picks her up, gives her a huge spine buster. We get a cover and a kick out, near fall there. Toni Storm now with a comeback, gets the release German suplex, now calling for that hip attack that looked stiff as fuck as usual, and there, she's calling it the sweet cheek music. Now pendulum DDT in the 1-2-3 picks up the win. I actually gave this a 2.5 star. It was not a bad effort from either of the two ladies. I looked at it as a wrestling match. I forgot about Toni Storm. I forgot about this other girl. I just looked at it as two females in the ring giving us a performance. It was a 2.5 match. There was no real botches here either, guys. Good performance. Jay, what did you think?
Just saw a mediocre match.
Fast forward,
I saw that
Gilch is like, yes, fast.
King's footwork was really bad. I thought she was out of position in certain move sets. So her footwork was pretty bad. She has some overthrow release suplex, which I liked what she did. But Toni Storm, I think the worst out of all this is the commentary by Tony Schiavone saying sweet cheek music to that. That was the worst thing I probably ever heard in professional wrestling.
Now,
so
you think that's actually the name of the move that she said, or that's just Tony improvising?
No, that's just Tony improvising like he's Excalibur. So it was horrible. And,
what a pervert.
Toni Storm hit the DDTs, got the win. Was I impressed by Toni Storm? No, I wasn't. But I'll give it a 2.
Okay, 2's fair. Gilch, are you rating it, or did you not even watch this garbage?
1.
Okay, 1. All right, cool. Yeah, her footing was a little off, Jay. I agree with you, but I just gave her a benefit of the doubt because this was her first time that I've seen her on like live TV. So for that, she did pretty good. You know, I've seen worse debuts. We get a video package now of Best Friends and Ari Daivari. Not like anybody really fucking cares. Does anybody care about Best Friends? Can we fast forward all this bullshit?
Jay does. Jay definitely does.
If you really want me to go in, but no, I don't. I don't care.
Okay, we get a video package of Hook and Zack Clayton. Anybody want to mention, do we care about this? We fast forwarding this shit too? This is going to be on Rampage.
Man,
I'm so pumped, bro.
I'm going to see it.
You're watching this? Of course.
I watch Jersey Shore.
You watch Jersey Shore? Yeah, you and the wife? Yeah, I have to watch it too sometimes, unfortunately. Way more. Listen, the first 4 seasons of Jersey Shore were incredible, okay? Let's be honest. The first 4 or 5 seasons even, maybe. Especially season 1. Season 1 was fucking legendary. Snooki just slipping and sliding everywhere, not being able to control her fucking liquor. You know, watching fucking this guy just act like a dick to everybody. Mr. Mike, of course, we're talking about the situation, just being an asshole to everybody. Yeah. You got Vinny just being fucking, he's just there. And then, of course, Paulie D, he's just so fucking cool. And then Ronnie just always gets into trouble. He just can't not get into trouble. Good show, though. But, yeah, Zack Clayton.
I'm a loyal viewer from the beginning as well with my wife, so
of course.
I'm pumped, and
I just want you to know we lost 4 viewers when we started going in on Jersey Shore.
Please stop.
Nah, I'm just fucking with you. But Zack Clayton's going to get his ass kicked this Friday. Hook is going to kill him. That's my prediction on that match, I'm pretty sure. We get some more upcoming matches that are announced. But, we're not going to get into that right now. A couple of them are Dax Hardwood versus Jay Lethal. And then, of course, this is the point of the night where they tell you CM Punk is going to take on Jon Moxley next week for the AEW Championship next Wednesday. Now we get the match, the main event of the night. La Faction Andrade Rush, Dragon Lee with Jose the Assistant versus the Young Bucks. And who's their mystery opponent? None other than the longest reigning AEW champion of all time. Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega is back on AEW. And now I'm not even going to have a picture of the match anymore. This is for the trios titles tournament. I'm telling you right now, 100% Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks are now winning this tournament without a fucking doubt. There's no doubt in the world that they are winning it. Kenny Omega's back. I'm shocked, genuinely happy. Once the announcer grabbed that paper and unfolded it and read the first word, I knew Kenny Omega was coming out. Obviously, a lot of people in the crowd did too. There were a lot of signs about Kenny back, this, that, the other. Let's go to Gilch first. Were you surprised? Genuinely?
Not really. I mean, I kind of called, right? I've been calling it was him for a little bit of a while.
You were right.
They did a good job, like I had thought they were doing, of not giving any updates on him, or the only updates they gave was he's rehabbing. That's pretty much the only two words you heard. So they did a good job. Obviously, the build-up by... what's his name? Justin Roberts, right? The ring announcer?
Yeah,
Justin
good job. Yeah, great job.
He always does a phenomenal job.
Fantastic.
I kind of would have liked if you didn't even give the read-in, if like the music would have just hit. I think you get that faster, immediate pop. But
nah, he needs the reading, man. He's Kenny Omega, man. He needs it, bro. He always has that cheesy shit, man. That's what makes him Kenny Omega, man.
That's fine. I got no problem with that. I liked it. So yeah.
Don Callis joins commentary, lets us know the return of the god of pro wrestling is here. I was so hyped when Don Callis got on commentary because I love the work between him and everybody. Like, he just plays such the perfect asshole manager. Like, he's probably the best in the business right now. He might even be better than Paul Heyman. His current persona with the Kenny run that he had was gold, bro. All that footage was gold. All the back locker room interviews with him, the Young Bucks, the Elite, like, they were killing it, man, the last 3 years when they were doing their thing. Jay, were you genuinely surprised to see Kenny Omega? Were you happy to see Kenny Omega? I was smiling from ear to ear. I was so happy. So happy. Love Kenny.
I'll just talk about when he came out. Yes, I was surprised he came out.
Okay. Kenny has a brace on his left shoulder. Don says he was there for all the surgeries. JR says, how did you let his body go to hell like that? Kenny goes, brother, Dragon Lee. They try to show some respect to Kenny Omega. Nick Jackson and Rush, the younger brother of Rush, the younger brother of Rush, which is Dragon Lee. I didn't even know that. I found that out tonight. They're going to start this off with Nick Jackson. Both men lock up in a test of strength. Nick with the chop in the top rope arm drag. Now Nick with the bulldog drop kick combo that was really nice. Andrade comes in and we see the Bucks with the Hurricane Rana to him and a drop kick to Rush. Now Matt has Dragon Lee in a wrist lock and we get a tag to Kenny. He comes in with a springboard elbow on his arm. Now the wrist lock to the chop. Fans were loving this shit. Fans were really into everything that Kenny was doing tonight. Hard. Now we get another chop. Takes Lee to the corner. Hops, gets the crowd into it. Starts with 10 shots to the face of Dragon Lee. Crowd all counting along to the 10 count. Kenny now has Lee on his shoulders, marching around the ring, rolls through. He actually busted his ass at this point, laughs it off to the Young Bucks in the corner. Then we get the tag in the ring. We get a drop toe hold to the knee. Now Kenny with the famouser. Kenny now has Dragon in the corner. We get some big chops. Dragon Lee breaks free to tag Andrade, who shoves Kenny and says, me and you. They have their little spot in the ring, which we never got to see that match, did we? Kenny and Andrade? Did they ever have a match that we know that I don't know of? Have you ever seen them have a match?
I don't think so.
Not in New Japan or anything like that. Was Andrade ever in New Japan? Well, didn't Kenny wrestle in AAA? Maybe they had a run in AAA or something? There's got to be some kind of previous beef there.
It was, but he was injured.
He was injured. I never watched any of that shit. I figured maybe one of you two might know more about it. But what'd you think about the match overall tonight, Jay? I'll get back into the final notes after you tell me what you think.
Everybody mute your mics. This was the most embarrassing thing that I have seen in professional wrestling since Ric Flair's last match. I could keep going. Oh my God, I can't believe I saw this. I was surprised when he came out. I was happy. I was thrilled. And then I see the brace. And then I see him wearing this ridiculous attire showing that he's injured. He's injured. Tony Khan does not care about people's lives. We all see it to Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, and now we're seeing it to Kenny Omega.
That's
For
fucked up.
God's sakes, let the man recuperate. I didn't like it because, let's face it, who was the dummy throughout the whole match? Dragon Lee. He was basically the dummy throughout this whole match. He was taking the most bumps, the most craziest bumps, and he had maybe some great spots here and there. But there was nothing great about Kenny Omega's return. This was all rushed, which I fucking hate. This was all rushed, and you're going to do it in Charleston? We have better options than that, I think, folks. I think I would have done it in Grand Slam. I don't know. We had tournaments before that people will cover someone, and then they will replace them. Well, Brantley Cutter cannot compete in the finals. Let's bring out Kenny Omega. We couldn't even think and do something like that. But instead, we wasted this return. Nobody was concentrating on his left arm, if you look at it. Everybody was concentrating on the right arm. Exactly. Now, hold on. That was in the beginning. And then he started taking bumps on his left. Now, come on. Did you really think he was going to do his Terminator, do his moonsault? No. Craziest thing about the whole thing, I can't believe Dragon Lee did it to him on a suicide dive moonsault, and I can't believe he took that bump. Why? Why are you taking these crazy, risky bumps when you have a brace on your fucking left arm? So, am I impressed with this return? Is it the greatest return that we have ever seen in AEW history? No, I'm sorry, it's not. It's rushed. Tony Khan wants to kill wrestlers. That's it. He wants to just put them out there. Hey, Punk, I know you're not 100%. Let's just put you out there in the stupid mix. We'll get all these guards out. And now he's sitting here with Kenny Omega, putting him in matches. Look, I get it. He wants to come back. I love Kenny, too. I want to see him back. But at the right place and the right time. And tonight was not the right place or the right time. Let's face it. This whole tournament in general, even before Kenny Omega was now, it's just rushed. Everything is being rushed. And we using this because we have no stars. Everybody's fucking injured, for God's sake. Where the fuck was our mid Adam Page, for God's sakes? He's not injured. Where's the Dork Water? I can name
The who?
more wrestlers than Dork Water. But they're in the tournaments, yes or no? So where are they? This was just all rushed. We all mentioned, like you said, he tripped. We all know he's not. He's just rusty right now. It's just all rush. I just hate it. I thought it could have been
Don Callis even
better.
said he's got to get the ring rust off. He's got to get the ring rust off.
Nothing saying bad about commentary. It was on point. Don't get me wrong.
Commentary was on
Don
fire
Callis
for this
genius.
match.
Definitely, I would pick Don Callis over JR any day of the week. But, come on. It was just all just too rushed. For me, I'm going to be fair. I'm going to go 1.5.
Shit. All right, Gilch, real quick before I read the rest of the match. What do you have anything to say to Jay's response, and what do you grade
Go
it?
1.5.
1.5 stars on the match.
On the whole match, yeah. The whole match.
Some of the things he's saying, I mean, you're not wrong. It's a little rushy. I think it's a little rushed, but they need to fucking rush because they're in trouble. All right, the other promotions on USA and Fox are they've been good lately, and they need some star power back. The brace, I don't know. I don't even think the brace was real. I think that was kayfabe right there. To be honest with you, you seen him doing like early on. He went to like where he faked, where the knee was hurting him, and he was limping, and then that went away. So,
yeah, we all know that.
Yeah. But fuck, man, there was so many good spots in this match. I had no idea who this kid Dragon Lee was, and he looked really good.
Yeah.
That whole team looked really good. I thought Kenny and the Bucks didn't miss a beat as far as being in unison. I thought there were some good spots. I forget if it was Nick or Matt who was like getting pummeled on. and like he broke out of it with a super kick that connected. And as he did the kick, his leg like stayed up in the air, and then he just like fainted over because he was like unconscious. I thought there was some really good spots, man. This whole fucking match was almost pushing a 4 for me, to be honest with you. In the end, I'm going to go 3.5. There was a lot of good. I think there was a lot of good in this match.
No, fair rating. There was a bunch of fucking 6 spots, man. And like Jay said, I agree with what he said about everything being rushed. Everything in AEW is always rushed. But besides that, he's not wrong about the brace and this and that. But I do agree with Gilch that was probably fake. Maybe just to fuck with people, make him think that he's more hurt than he is. But I don't know. There's no way for me to prove that here and now. He probably is still hurt. How can you not be after all those surgeries and rehab and this and that? But at the end of the day, here's the truth. Jay, real quick, let me get on my last thing. At the end of the day, all these wrestlers have to make the choice themselves. They're the ones that have to report the pain. They're the ones that have to fucking... It's the truth.
He's the fucking VP, bro.
It doesn't matter. No. If a wrestler... I don't care if you don't want to hear it. I don't care if you don't want to hear it. It's not propaganda. I was a wrestler, and it's your call if you're going to wrestle. At the end of the day, no one can grab you and throw you into the ring. You have to walk down the ramp and into the ring by your own accord.
Jay gets personally hurt.
Yeah.
When someone takes bumps that they don't need. Why you do it? Me? Sting? I don't care if you're 80. If you want to fucking take a bump,
exactly. I am always a man of that person. I agree. If the wrestler's the one that's taking the bump, if he wants to take the risk, if he wants to wrestle, obviously Punk's not ready to come back. Obviously Kenny Omega's not ready to come back. Tony Khan didn't put a gun to their head. He probably told them, if you guys want to come back, that's on you. I don't care. Yeah, you guys could do whatever the fuck you want. You're CM Punk and you're fucking Kenny Omega.
One thing. You can't destroy AEW for this, right? When WWE just let Cody wrestle the way he wrestled.
Yeah, I agree.
That was the worst thing I've ever seen.
Again, it's up to the wrestler, but let's get into the end of the match, which, Cleveland, Ohio is rocking tonight. We see a triple super kick to Dragon Lee. It's a super kick party, baby. Now Kenny calls for the big suicide dive to Dragon Lee, but Lee trips up Kenny, goes for the backdrop. Kenny counters, sends Lee to the outside. Now he takes the knee. He sells his knee. He's, it's out. Now he's up again all of a sudden. He goes for another suicide dive, and then we get another trip. Kenny's tripped again. Rush and Andrade take Kenny to the outside, use the barricade to do something nasty. They set him up on the barricade. Dragon Lee in the ring setting up for something very nasty. We see a huge missile dive, absolutely obliterating Kenny Omega off of the barricade. That was a little much, but probably the high spot of the match. Dragon Lee, very impressive tonight. Looks like a younger, faster Rey Fenix. Now all men down in the ring. Kenny and Lee are back in the ring. Kenny with a big knee to the chin of Dragon Lee. Kenny looking for the V-trigger, connects on Dragon Lee. Kenny now trying to pick up the lifeless body. Dragon Lee very selling that V-trigger really good. And he's looking for the one-winged angel. We see the Bucks holding off Andrade and Rush. Kenny hits the one-winged angel, and the Bucks and the Elites, they're back, baby, and they advance in this trios tag team tournament. We see the La Faction turn their back on Dragon Lee as they deliver a DDT to him. They unmask him and just lay him out. Rush's own brother just turns on him, doesn't give a fuck. I didn't like that they took off the mask yet again, and the Bucks and Kenny Omega were just watching on.
I think, I don't know.
I agree with you, though. I give it a 3.5.
Yeah, it was good. There was a lot of good in it. I know, what Jay's saying, the negatives that Jay's saying, they're not wrong. But I mean, there was so much good in that match that I feel like
at the end of the day, there was only one major botch, and maybe two when he hit the ropes a little bit. But the one where he tripped up, that was the major botch. That was it. Other than that, he looked pretty good for a guy that hasn't wrestled in 97 days. They said.
Yeah, there was one point where Dragon Lee was in half outside the ropes and half in, and Kenny was trying to drag him in, and he was kind of stuck in the ropes there a little bit. It was a little janky, but and
if you factor in the combination of the surprise of Kenny just coming back and all that, and you factor that into the match itself, honestly, it's almost a 4-star because the hype at the beginning of the match was surreal. I was super excited to see Kenny Omega back. I haven't been this happy. Nothing on pro wrestling has made me smile from ear to ear in the last 3 months the way that did. Genuinely, at WrestleMania I was smiling from ear to ear. Just seeing Stone Cold walk to the ring. Just seeing Cody Rhodes have his match. Smiling ear to ear. This moment made me smile ear to ear. Just watching the man walk down the ramp. Because I love Kenny Omega, man. He's the reason I even got into AEW. I wouldn't have started watching AEW if it wasn't for all the AEW moments that I saw from Kenny with Chris Jericho and the Painmaker in New Japan and all those moments. And my friends David telling me, yo, you got to watch Kenny Omega. You got to check out The Cleaner. You got to watch this guy's matches. And then I started looking up his matches on YouTube. He's the reason why I watch AEW. He is the reason why I got back into pro wrestling the way I'm into it right now. So for that alone, 3.5, almost a 4. One major botch. I don't know if the shoulder injury is real or not, but I agree with you, Jay. AEW rushes everything. I agree with you there.
I think it's forced, though. I do think it's forced. I mean,
you're not wrong. I mean, I feel like it's half and half. Some of this shit's probably like Tony Khan just telling guys, look, it's on you, dude. You know, I'm cool with whatever you... Like, I think he's that kind of mark where with certain wrestlers, he tells them it's all on you. Whatever you want to do. What match do you want? What, you know... Like, Punk probably can do whatever the fuck he wants. Sting can do whatever the fuck he wants. Moxley can do whatever the fuck he wants. Jericho, Omega, whatever the fuck they want. Cody used to have that, and when he lost it, that's when he left. That's why he left, because he stopped having the ability to be able to do whatever the fuck he wanted. But Cody shit on himself the moment he said he would never be able to compete for the world title. That's when he already killed his... But I think he's going to come back to AEW anyway. When his contract ends with WWE. He'll have one more fucking rodeo in AEW for sure. I don't know. There's a bunch of matches to talk about that are coming up. Obviously, we see Kenny Omega win there with the Young Bucks. They advance in that tournament. We have the Orange Cassidy and Best Friends versus Ari Daivari, Parker Boudreaux, and what's this guy's name? Jay something? Something fucking Jay? I don't know. No excitement. Fast forward. Next week, CM Punk versus Jon Moxley. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Thunder Rosa versus Toni Storm announced it All Out. Predictions? Gilch?
Thunder Rosa.
Jay?
Thunder Rosa.
It's probably going to be Thunder Rosa, but I would love to see Toni Storm have a run.
They are pushing her hard, man. They got her out there every week on TV. You know, again, maybe it's because obviously their women's division is but they're pushing her hard.
For shits and giggles, I'm going to just pick Toni Storm. I don't think she's going to win, but I want her to win.
How shitty of like a moment, like a non-impactful moment, will it be if she hits Thunder Rosa with her kindergarten wrestling finisher and wins the title on that one?
Oh man, yeah, that'd be great.
Maybe.
We're gonna get on Rampage Penelope Ford versus Athena. Anybody care?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Dax Hardwood versus Jay Lethal next week on Dynamite. I'm gonna call Jay Lethal gonna win that one.
I don't care. It's gonna be
screw job.
Shit. It's gonna be silly shit on the sidelines.
Because I've noticed FTR sometimes have a lot of bad luck when they're in singles matches. Their best ability is when they're working together.
Interference.
Yeah, no, definitely. And Rampage, Swerve in Our Glory versus Private Party. Does anybody give a shit?
Not interested.
Not interested, right? Obviously, that's going to be a squash match. No way Private Party's going to win that match. No fucking way. And then next week, we're going to get probably the match of the night. And that's sad to say when there's a World Championship match. When the World Championship is on the line, and you already know that it's not going to be match of the night, that's just sad. And I know for a fact next week's match of the night, there's no way anyone is competing with Death Triangle versus Will Ospreay and Aussie Open. That match is going to absolutely murder the fucking show. Tony Khan might have to go up to them and tell them, guys, you have to do half of what you wanted to do.
What match is that? I'm sorry?
Death Triangle versus Will Ospreay and Aussie Open. That match is going to murder. There's no way it's not. They're so good. I'm so impressed with Aussie Open after Forbidden Door. The moves they were doing in the ring were so innovative and looked so fucking incredible. And I had no idea who these guys were. And they made me like them within one night. You know how rare that is in wrestling?
Yeah, I didn't see any of Will Ospreay's work before he was here. So I was like excited to see what I was going to see. And this he's got it all.
Oh, yeah, he's fucking incredible. But, you know, we love Death Triangle. We know they're all good. I think this is going to be a perfect match. I think this is going to be a 5-star match. I'm pretty sure if they give it 30 minutes, it's going to be a 5-star match. If it's less than 30, then I don't know.
I'm picking the match. I'm going to critique it.
You're going to give it a 2.
I'm going to go hard.
You're going to give it a 2.
I'm going to go hard on it.
Rampage is going to also have Claudio Whoop-de-doo, the Ring of Honor champion's
horrible.
we're gonna hear from Claudio, and that's pretty much it. That was it for AEW tonight. I mean, it was a big night though. I think for AEW, I don't know what the ratings are gonna be, but they didn't promote Kenny Omega, so I feel like the ratings would have been better if people knew.
They might actually break 1 million this week, because I think a lot of people who kind of semi-watch but know it kind of had the feeling that Kenny was coming back tonight. I mean, even if you watch casual, you know that that's the Bucks guy, and like, who else could it really be? That's like a surprise. So maybe, I mean, they were like up in the 950K range. I think it was.
You saw NXT's ratings this week, right? They almost had 800,000.
Yeah,
They're catching up hard.
Yeah, remember when it was actually like Dynamite versus NXT? Like,
yeah.
And then they blew them out of the water. They weren't even looking back at NXT, and now all of a sudden again, it's like, look at their ratings.
I'm glad though, because if it was on Wednesday nights, I mean, what episode would happen here? It would probably obviously be AEW every week. I probably wouldn't even watch NXT until later in the night or the next day or whatever. Jay, what would you do if AEW and NXT were on at the same time right now, like current product? He's watching NXT this.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm watching NXT 2.0 after seeing one of the worst returns in the history of professional wrestling tonight in North Carolina. Every moveset this guy did was horrible. Even the knee trigger to the back of the head of Lee, and when he did it to his face, horrible.
Now, Gilch, I saw you watching last night. You were watching us on NXT for a little bit. I wanted to actually pay more attention to you in the chat. I was going to actually try to just give you some more shout-outs. But it was hard to do because the things this guy was saying last night just had me fucking, like, boiling at some points. Like,
I watched a match between two girls that he calls the Pillars.
Yeah.
And I felt
Please, give it to me.
That was a WrestleMania 7 match right there.
I felt like I was watching like the opening match of AEW Dark.
Yeah, that's actually Gilch. That's good stuff.
Right.
I like that. What would you rate that match you watched last night?
I'm kidding. I thought that was pretty good. I give it a 3 star. I think those two girls are pretty good. I don't know if I go like totally in on them like Jay does, but it was a good match.
Do you agree that Cora Jade, like, let's say you had to pick one of the two to be the next superstar in WWE?
Both.
It's Cora Jade, right?
Cora Jade, yeah.
Hands down, like not even fucking questionable.
You know what happened? I tuned in, and the first time I tuned in, I forgot what it was like the second or third time when I went back to watch it. I tuned in, and it was the promo for that stupid girl that comes out sleeping and everything.
Oh, Wendy Chu, yeah.
And I was like, I'm not watching this. I turned it off. I turned it back after, so I was able to watch the Tony.
You should have kept watching, because then you would have saw Tiffany Stratton.
I didn't see that. I watched the Tony D match. I watched parts of the Breaker match.
The Tony D match was good.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, what's with Tony D? I mean, this guy's, he's kind of got it all, right? I know, obviously, I know his mic work is good. I don't see him botch anything. He's smooth. His footwork is good.
No, if you would have watched him,
hold on, I'm getting the nod.
If you would have watched him like 3 months ago, if you would have watched him 4 months ago, like when me and Jay first started doing the NXT show, bro, we were ripping him. We were ripping him on every episode, like botch here, botch there, bad movement. But like the progress he's made in training over the last 4 months, incredible, bro. He's awesome.
5-star match for me.
To me, he's my guy that's gonna beat Braun Breaker for the title. I think he's gonna be the guy.
Really, you think so? You know what? That'd be pretty dope. You think, say he ends up getting called up to the main roster sometime in the next year. You think it's the same gimmick, or you think they kind of repackage him?
Same gimmick.
Yeah, I hope so.
I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, we have to look at what they're going to do to Braun when he comes up. They're going to repackage him. They're going to do the same, because it seems like every time guys go up and down, they have like a rebrand. Like Apollo Crews has a rebrand when he goes there, comes here, then he goes back. He's Nigerian. Now he's back here. Now he's just a guy who has powers and flashbacks.
I got a guy to when the Don gets called up. I got a guy to join the family. A real good Italian guy. You know what his name is?
What?
Big Vito.
Big Vito. Yeah. 100%. I'm actually going to tell that to Big Vito. I'll be like, dude, you need to call up fucking Tony D, the Don of NXT, and get your ass down there and become part of that stable, man. Stop fucking around.
But yeah, I was super impressed with that match.
It was good. Santos still coming to. I think Santos is coming to Raw or SmackDown before all of these guys.
Yeah, I thought the kid looked good too. Like that was. You know, they got NXT's got guys that are going to get called up, and you know, fresh new faces. When the fresh new faces were for the last 2 years were coming out of AEW, with trips and getting back to the basics of NXT.
NXT's got a lot of other guys too that they can bring up just for Gunther to keep beating down.
Mm-hmm.
They need people to get beat up by Gunther.
Oh, the other thing I saw, I didn't watch the whole match, but I saw that reversal at the end of the match by Carmelo Hayes, that finisher.
Oh yeah, that was nice.
That was
too.
nice, yeah.
That was the opening match. They killed it. I thought they had like pretty much almost the best match of the night. They had one botch where Vinci was supposed to catch Hayes into the brainbuster, but I think Hayes, like Jay mentioned last night, he kind of fucked that up.
Yeah, he landed.
But it was a good show.
And then you take, when you talk about eye candy, it doesn't get much better than Mandy Rose. So you take a girl like that, and you make her like the Roman Reigns of over there, and that looks like it really fucking worked. So
300 days as champion, and yes, she looks better every time she comes to the ring. And in my opinion, just her ring entrance, that alone's a 5-star, man.
She's one of those girls. Like I always, every time I saw her as a blonde, I was like, "Oh, this girl's hot." Like I can't picture her.
Oh yeah, my friend actually. My friend went to high school with her. He was showing me pictures from like the high school yearbook before she,
She's local?
New Jersey girl. Yeah. Actually, no, I'm sorry, not New Jersey. Westchester, and Westchester. I was thinking New Jersey because my friend moved to New Jersey now, but he grew up in Westchester, so I'm pretty sure she's from Westchester. Somewhere around Westchester, maybe Yonkers, Westchester, somewhere over there. Like northern Bronx, I think.
Hey.
But yeah, Mandy Rose is a star. She'll be getting a call up soon when she loses. I don't know who she's going to lose to, but I think she's going to lose to Cora Jade. I think she's going to lose to Cora Jade or Tiffany Stratton, one of those two. I would prefer Tiffany Stratton, but it's probably going to be Cora Jade from the way momentum is swinging right now. And then Braun Breaker will lose to the Dawn of NXT. I don't see anybody else taking that title off Braun, except maybe Von Wagner or Solo Sikoa. Solo, one of those two guys, maybe two.
Pole's out.
I know who Jay wants to see. He wants Grayson Waller to take the title off Braun Breaker.
He's a superstar.
He is good. Very good.
He's gonna have his own show next week.
All
but
right.
This show, AEW wasn't the show for me tonight. I'm sorry, it wasn't. I'm gonna give it a 2, but it wasn't my type of show. I thought the return was rushed. I get it was his idea. This was the worst wrestling kept secret in the world because we all knew he was going to come out. So it was no surprise. I'm tired of everybody saying online or here, "Oh my God, it's so surprised." We all wasn't. So
it's hard for me to give this show anything higher than a 3 because we only saw like 3 wrestling matches. And that's not including the 10-second Gun Club match.
That's bad too.
You know what I mean? If you really added up, Gilch, we saw 3 wrestling matches tonight in a 2-hour window.
A bunch of promos.
And a bunch of promos, a bunch of segments, a bunch of talking, and too much, I think, from CM Punk and Moxley. I thought they killed way too much TV time. They could have did everything they needed to do in less than 15 minutes. There was no need for them to be on the TV for 20-something minutes.
I felt like they're putting their big guns, and WWE hasn't even released their secret weapon in Bray Wyatt yet. There's hints, and these guys over here are just saying, "Oh my God, Punk, we need you. Oh my God, Omega, we need you to get into this match. We need you. We need the ratings." Like they're throwing all their big guns when the other side has secret weapons.
Now, here's what's going on. AEW is cooking burgers and hot dogs. AEW is cooking burgers and hot dogs every week, and WWE is over here fucking sizzling and marinating a big fucking meal.
AEW has the porterhouse in the freezer that's going to come out soon, and he's going to carry the fucking company for the next 5 years.
I'll give you that one. Fine. But we haven't seen it yet. I'm waiting for it. I'm hoping next week. I hope next week.
Don't rush it.
Fucking give it to... Nah, we need it right now, man. Because Bray's about to come back, and that shit's a wrap, like you said, bro. If they don't get MJF in there right now...
I don't even care if they do. I would rather tune into Bray. I think it'll be more. Like,
I
want to see what he do.
That was definitely Bray's hand, right?
He thinks it's Dexter Lumis.
I think it's Dexter's. I think they're going to team with him and Bray.
He wants to see Bray Dexter fucking team up. I don't know if I even want to see that. Wouldn't be bad, but I think Bray is more than fine by himself. He's the new Foley. except bigger
Well,
and
Dexter's
stronger.
not good by himself because this is a bigger audience, so nobody really is going to care about that gimmick by himself.
I don't know, bro. I'm just hyped as shit that WWE is about to start being really TV 14. We're going to start seeing more edgier content
Once Bray comes
from
out.
all these different superstars. I'm just happy wrestling is in a good state right now. When WWE is having good shows, I don't even give a fuck what AEW is doing. Because usually I look at AEW to be my filler for shitty WWE content. But guess what? As of the last 2 weeks, I don't need that anymore from AEW. Because WWE is giving me good content. So, Tony, step it up. One guy on my TikTok, he made a good comment. He said AEW likes to blow their wad in the first 20 minutes of the show. And then, like, it's all downhill from there.
I mean, that's what I've been saying. They're putting all their guns out. It's
makes sense. Yeah.
Man.
But anyway.
Why not save Omega for Grand Slam? What the fuck?
Yeah, I would have liked to seen that too, but it's all right. Whatever. I was still happy. I still smile from ear to ear. It's always nice to see the cleaner. I know you all agree out there in Savage Land. But that's it. That's it. It's episode 82. We're fucking done. Gilch has got to be out of here by 12. I don't have to do anything tomorrow. So tonight, this show's not over. I'm going to keep this stream going. And once these guys get off, I'm going to go straight into a game. I don't know what I'm going to play. I'm going to play something. I'm killing people tonight. Someone's going to fucking die tonight.
You want to carry me in PUBG?
Yeah, okay. 100%.
I got to walk.
Yeah, I'll cook. Gilch, I'll cook you a chicken you've never seen before. Greek chicken with lemon. What do you have, Xbox?
No, PC.
Is it? I don't think it's is it cross-platform console?
Oh, no. I don't think so.
Why don't you get an Xbox?
For what? Like 2-3 games that I play?
Stop buying ringside fucking tickets for one show, and then you can just get an Xbox, and you'll be fucking good, bro. Yo, actually,
as you say that, I have my Wrestle Bash lineup on my other monitor, and I'm slowly adding up.
You're better off getting an Xbox. It's a long-term investment. You're talking about 1 day of entertainment, pictures you're going to look at once every 4 years, or an Xbox that you could use, twice, 3 times a week. Maybe. I don't know.
Problem is, I don't play games as much.
Listen, I have an Xbox in the other room that I don't use. Xbox One Series S. I'd be more than happy to put it back into the box that I got it and sell it to you at $10 less than what I paid for it. Because it's literally brand new. I just have it there for the convenience of being able to play a game out there, which guess what? I never do, because as you can see, I have all the games I need right fucking here. Maybe I sell it to you even cheaper. I don't know. You check up what a Series S is going at. Knock off
it's
50
retail.
bucks.
Do you guys ever see? Do you guys ever watch any of the streams with the guys who they run like the e-feds on WWE 2K online?
No.
It's pretty dope, bro.
I gotta check that out.
When you have a chance on Twitch, like just click on when you see our title, it has WWE 2K. Click it; it'll show you all the streamers. And there's a bunch of guys that all their viewers on Twitch create a wrestler online, and the fed is all the created wrestlers from their viewers. And the guy creates some entrances, has like a card every week, pay-per-views, super fucking
So these
cool,
people all have no jobs, is what you're saying.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
No job.
No job. Gilch, who are you meeting on Saturday real quick before we go off the air?
All right, let's see.
Word.
Machoverse is on our YouTube chat.
Oh, awesome. What's up, Macho?
Macho.
Machoverse!
He agrees with Jay about go with Hangman instead and save Kenny for a much bigger surprise.
Yeah. Listen, I agree. Listen, I wouldn't have mind seeing Kenny at Grand Slam, and obviously you want to see Kenny at Grand Slam because we all got tickets to Grand Slam. But
it's to rush. That's it. Why rush it?
because they got to do something. Carrying Cross.
My idea. Why not use Cutler? Right? He sells for all these type of matches till they're ready to explode him in the finals. Why not? We've seen it done before.
This match should have been saved for All Out.
If
in all honesty, it should have been saved for All Out, and like they should have done like a two-match kind of thing. Like you have the quarterfinal match in there, and then the winners at the beginning of the night fight at the end of the night, or whatever the fuck.
They could have done that, man.
I agree. It was a wasted return, but it still made me smile from ear to ear because it's Kenny.
I didn't watch. Yeah, no, I hear you. I didn't watch a lot of Ring of Honor, so I didn't see a lot of their work, like a lot of the Bullet Club work, and so. But when I did watch a video when Kenny fired Adam Cole from the Bullet Club and the Young Bucks double super kick to the face. Have they been anywhere together and fought after that? Kenny and Adam?
No, that was it.
No. So that's kind of like a build-up match that will
He
eventually
just
get
got
to.
kicked out. That was all. I think, if I recall, he got kicked out. I think Marty Scurll came out.
Yep.
The lights went out, and Marty Scurll came out. And, they said villain, and every hero needs a villain, and that was it. I liked that, and I liked when he kicked AJ out. Those were probably one of the best exits.
I gotta watch that.
So who are you meeting on Saturday?
Nash.
Nice.
Later, Macho.
Later, Macho. Nash, Booker T, Orange, X-Pac, Men of the Year, Ron Simmons. Might as well meet the baddies because I like Kiera.
Oh God, that's a waste of money.
Let me change that. I like how Kiera looks.
You're better off subbing to this channel for another 6 months than giving Kiera Hogan $30.
Better than Impact.
Deonna Purrazzo, who I'm trying to get my cousin to come with me desperately, who's friendly with her.
New tag team champions.
Where is this again? The WrestleFest?
Parsippany.
In Jersey.
Yeah, it's about an hour. No, it's about 40 minutes north from me.
Okay, so you're going through Staten Island and you're there. You're right there.
Yeah. Penelope Ford, Kip Saban, Marty Scurll, Parker Boudreaux, the new guy.
Okay.
Marty Scurll is gonna be there.
Yeah.
That's horrible, bro.
Rikishi.
Crazy, bro.
Dutch Mantel, Godfather. A lot of
Who's
girls.
promoting this? Who's the
Godfather.
promoter?
Is Orange Cassidy there or no?
Yeah, he's like one of the top guys there.
Fuck, man, yo,
Who's the promoter?
Gilch, I might just come to your fucking house to give you 2 figures
Oh, for
Orange, or maybe.
Who's the
Fuck,
booker
man.
for this whole show?
it's like a joint thing, Jay.
What time are you leaving on Saturday?
What are the names?
I don't know, Savage. I'll figure that out. What time and stuff. The names.
Yeah, because I thought Marty Scurll, nobody wanted him in the U.S. because of what he did. That's crazy, man.
Marty Scurll is under. Sorry.
Is this Santino's promotion? This collaboration or whatever?
Salvatore W Wrestling Promotions.
Wow. I never heard of them, but that's crazy, man. After what that guy did.
Breakers
Whoa.
Club, D365.
Wait, you're gonna meet him too? You're gonna meet Marty Scurll?
Yeah, man.
Yo.
How much money? How much money are you wasting that day?
Scott Steiner, Jamie Hayter. I got a list.
Marty Scurll is cheap though. He's like $20.
Yeah,
but this guy just named like 20 wrestlers, so you're wasting like over $500 that day.
I count 18 meet and greets. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Marty Scurll, bro. Yo, you need to record that.
What time does the event start?
12 to 4.
So what time are you leaving? Like 12?
Like 10.
Nah,
To
you're
get there?
trying to get there. You're getting there early, huh?
Yeah, I would like to try and be there by like 1:30. I bet the lines to start the place is gonna be fucking nuts.
Man, you gotta leave like 8:30 or something.
No, I ain't sitting in line that long.
I'm tempted to bring you this Orange Cassidy figure. It's signed for me.
You guys have any? Hold on, let me click Orange.
What's that? I may take the show mobile.
I picked up a bunch of new AEW figures. I got fucking Hobbs. I got Starks. I got Lionheart. I got CM Punk's first AEW figure. I got Jade Cargill's first AEW figure. Wardlow.
Do you have the receipt? Do you have the receipt to return Hobbs?
No way, man.
Oh.
I got Hangman Adam Page in his cowboy outfit, and I have also Cody Rhodes in his suit, full out. His last AEW figure ever made.
You guys have Booker T autographs?
Who? Booker T?
That's a good one too. Man.
Booker T. I would let sign the title actually.
Because he's selling a VIP package. It's 4 autographs, photo op, and the important one here, front of the line access for $150.
For everybody, or just him?
For just him.
Damn.
I don't think he's worth that much.
Nah, he's not worth that much. What are you gonna get him? What are you gonna get him to sign?
Well, yeah, I'm just saying it's 4 autographs. So like if 2-3 people like wanted an autograph.
But what do you normally get from all these guys? You get a picture, or do you take a
Yeah, you get
figure?
stock. I usually just get the stock pictures, honestly.
Where do you keep them? You have like a binder, or you frame them?
I'm working on it.
You should frame it, man.
That's what I'm working on. Yeah.
I wanted to frame Foley, but then I thought twice.
Yeah, Jay met Foley when when he was working when Foley came to my store to do the autographs.
Oh, we met him twice, Abby. We met him twice. That was like the second time.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we saw him.
Well, yeah, but the second time you got to meet him a little more up close and personal because I fucking hired his ass.
Yeah, this scumbag's like, did you pay? I'm like, relax, bro. He really said that. I was like, relax, bro. He's
Who,
like,
Foley?
Yeah, all right. Yeah, bro. He's money hungry. He don't give a shit about the fan.
Really?
Well, why would he ask you
Yeah,
if he
bro.
paid though? Because he's not making any more money. He's making what I paid him, and that's it. He doesn't get a penny more.
You're the owner. That's why he cares about you. You're the fucking owner of the store. I'm saying the fans, like us.
Well, we had a lot of kids trying to sneak in that day, trying to fucking it was wild. There was a lot of people there.
Now,
But he
I'm
was
not gonna
useful.
lie. When he got out the car, I was like, "Yo, can this guy walk?" He was walking like a penguin. Like,
Well,
all
he was
those
in
injuries.
he was in bad shape when he came to our store. He's much better since then. He worked out with DDP Yoga. He's good to go now, man.
Hopefully, he got a new hip, bro, because he couldn't walk. I was like, "Yo, crazy."
Yeah, Gus, that's what this guy in Queens does. That has the wrestling universe. He made a whole business out of just nonstop having wrestlers come do autographs. Makes good money, man. I'm not gonna lie. I made about 5 G's that day off that. I could have made more if I would have charged more. That's why Foley only charged me $2,500 because he said, "How much are you charging?" I said, "I'm only charging $20 for a picture and an autograph." He said, "Oh shit, you're not trying to make money." That's what he said to me. He said, "Oh, you're not trying to make money." I was like, "Nah, I just want to, people to remember you, have a good time, come to the store, grand opening." And that's why he did it for $2,500. He did me a solid because his agent wanted $7,500
Oh,
for
we should
4
grand
hours.
opening?
That was the grand opening of my video game store. Yeah.
The hell would I want that guy for 4 hours, man?
So
Just half an hour. Half an hour.
nah, we had like almost 500 people. We needed a few hours. Fucking, I promoted the shit out of that, man.
Half an hour for that guy.
But I was happy as fuck when he left, man. I didn't even care about making money, man.
Look,
I
listen,
just wanted everybody to have a good
Let
time.
me ask you this question. Why is it we just can't go to the Wrestling Universe store, right? Go there, basically see these people and just tell them, like, the ones that are not even popular, like the ones we never even heard of from, like, I don't know, ZZW or some shit. And we just tell them, "Hey, man, we're doing this show. Why don't you just come on by? We could blow them up and it could work vice versa."
Maybe you could try something like that. Most wrestlers
You
hear
know what
that.
I'm saying?
Yeah, but most
No,
wrestlers
they
hear
have-
that from about 1,000 different guys. You got to make a connection with them. You're not wrong about going to meet
I'm not
them.
even talking about the guys. I'm not even talking about guys. There's women there that are wrestlers, and I never heard of these females, and they're 10 times better. Like, if we thought Mandy Rose was this and that, it's like, yo, but we never heard of these people. Maybe it would work like that, like, vice versa. Like, hey, scratch our back, we'll scratch yours.
Well, that's why I want to start going to the indie shows with Gilch more, because the indie shows, especially the last one we went to, the way they had that setup, that makes it way more intimate. You get to meet all these people that you're watching wrestle.
Yeah,
They're hanging out in the
should
back.
Yeah. You should tell Booker to be like, yo, promote the show and shit, Gil. It's like, yo, promote me. Say
He
Gil.
ain't promoted shit. He's got his own fucking podcast.
Yeah, man.
He'll
Just be like, hey.
He'll say, "Oh yeah, awesome, no problem. Go on my Cameo," and you go to Cameo, and it's like $600.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they all say. Except Max Caster, because he's a fucking G.
I would tell him right there.
Damn,
Be
Gilch,
like,
you know what? I should have did a video with Bear Country, too, while I had him there, because they might blow up one day. I could have had it. Next time
Hold on, yo.
I see Bear Country, I'm going to take advantage of everybody. I'm gonna go up to every fucking wrestler, and I'm going to see who's cool, who's not, who's down to fucking either come on the show, do a spot, cut a video. And next time I see Caster, I don't want him to do anything except maybe a little interview. I'm gonna pay for an autograph again. I'm gonna pay for another T-shirt. Ask him if I can do a quick interview, and then I'm gonna say, "Here, listen, I have a $100 bill right here. Can you spit me just spit any rap right now about wrestling with Savage? And here's $100. And let him just fucking. I want him to freelance something about wrestling with Savage and just get it on tape and pay the man because he deserves it. He's talented. Pay the
I would
man.
give it a Sting or Booker T and be like, listen, I'll give you $100 right now. Just
Now, on Cameo, they have two prices, most wrestlers. They have one for the personal cameo, and then they have the price for the business cameo. Because the business cameo is the one that you can. I'm assuming that's what you did with Ricardo, right, Gilch? You did the one that we could use. His regular.
No, I got a personal one.
So we're not even allowed to use it?
We're not?
I don't think so. God damn it.
It's a business one. It's a business one.
You sure?
Yeah.
About to go to Cameo right now. Okay, shit. I don't get sued from Ricardo fucking Rodriguez.
We might be sued.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, what's he gonna get from me?
Some toys.
I'm very good at hiding my money from the government, so I'll just keep.
Funny thing is when he announced himself in Cameo, he didn't just say ring announcer. He says WWE's superstar and your favorite ring announcer. I was like,
yeah.
Superstar.
Yeah, so he charges. Wow, he actually charges different prices. You can message him for $2. You can book him for $25.
No. I'm telling you, these wrestlers will do it, bro. You just give them side money. They're like, you want to make a quick 60?
Who's the best wrestler they have right now? It's probably MJF, probably the hottest fucking. I would think. Kevin Nash probably charges a lot though, for like nonsense like that. I don't know, but that's been Wrestling with Savage, episode 80 fucking 2. We'll see you back for Friday night SmackDown Rampage. Gilch, Jay, thank you for being here. Everybody have a good night and God bless.
Yeah.
Podcast in the history of podcasts.
And you are watching Wrestling with Savage. But of course.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, brought to you live by the champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. SmackDown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
I'm trying to give these two WWE legends.